Planet Zoo has been rated E10 plus by the MSRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all persons ages 10 and over. This video is brought to you in part by The Night Sheriff by Phil Foglio. Bartholomew Xenon Land is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he's burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything: the guests, the staff, and the supernaturals who take refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but the secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. And even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Zoo and the Rainbow Valley Zoo. Before we begin, I used to speak English, guys. Before we begin the new build, I wanted to show you something. I did change the decorations. I decided rather than going with the mud walls, I'd go with the white plaster. I made it more of a North African, almost Arabian feel, and I have started redecorating some of the other buildings. I haven't got all of them yet, but I assure you I will eventually get all of them. I'm going to do most of that off camera. What we're doing today is we're going to add a habitat for the red kangaroo. Now, I got the idea from this habitat. I will openly admit it. I got the idea for this habitat from Simply Savannah. She's an amazing builder and a wonderful person on top of it all. She actually works in zoos in real life. She's actually a zookeeper in her day job. And if you've never seen one of her videos, I suggest you do it. Seek her out. She's worth your time and attention. Anyway, she had this kangaroo habitat, and I was like, wow, that's a great idea. That just works. Her habitat was fantastic. So I'm going to attempt to make my own version of it using some of the ideas that she had. Not all of them, but some of them. And I'm going to see how it goes. You know, it may not work out at all and I'll have to do something different, but I expect that I'll be able to put something together that really does work. So what we need to do here, let's see. I need, what's a good one? You know, I'll just use the one I'm using, I guess. No. Let's use the beach board path. All right, we'll take it to 6. Now, I have to do that so that it won't automatically connect to the other path. You know what? I need to move this out. Hold on a second. Let's move this a little further down, like this, and then a little further out, like that. And then I think we're going to turn it about there. Okay? Now, let's go back to the path. Okay. Is that high enough? I think it's high enough. It's not quite high enough. So let's raise it to there. And of course the thing is, you can't just hit your arrow and give it a direction. So what we're going to do is first we're going to put this down. Okay? Then we're going to bring this around so that we have our wheel. Alright? We're going to do the same thing down here. Let me give it a straight line here. 2. 3. All right. Okay. Then we'll get this path right. If we can get the path right, everything will be fine. We'll bring that back around. Now this path really should be the cobblestone path, not the boards. So let me fix this. Whoops. And we'll bring it back around so it's all one cognitive, you know, one thing, basically. But let's go back to the boards. And it's not going to let me do it. It's too close. It's too close. Okay. Well, all right, what to do, You know what? I wanted to have a separate path, but I guess we don't necessarily have to. If that makes sense. Hold on a second. Let's adjust the elevation length to, say, 2 meters. And it's still 6, you know, it's still 6 long, or 6 wide, rather. So we can do this. And can we get... Alright, this might do it. There. Now let's see if we can get this to hook up again. There. It's not pretty, but it works. And sometimes that's all you need. Okay, what I want here oh, come on. Don't tell me it's going to bulk now that I actually need it to do something. Yes, it is. It is absolutely going to give me trouble. Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes that happens. And I can't get it to square off, so yeah. You know what? I'm not liking the looks of this after all, so we'll just do a single path connection like so. In which case, let's take this back. Let's start over. Never be afraid to start over from scratch, guys. Never be afraid. I mean, yeah, it takes you a little extra time. You've wasted a little time, but you know what? You've got time to waste if you're playing the game. You shouldn't be rushing things. If you want really good quality builds, never rush. Never rush your builds, because they just don't end up looking as well as they could if you're rushing. Alright, so let's try this again. We got the beach board, and let's bring this up. Is that good? Yeah, that'll work. Now I ought to be able to square this off right here, but it's not letting me, you know, or just make it a little extra wide like that, but it doesn't want to go. So I'll make use of what I can. You know, I'm not proud. Here, hold on. I got an idea. We'll do this. Now I want it rounded. Why is that not? That ought not to be doing that. That's bizarre. You see what I'm talking about? That's bizarre. I mean, I ought to be able to hit the grid and then do this. But you see, it won't go all the way. It won't go all the way. That's weird. That's very strange. So. Let's go ahead and make the areas that we can make. Come on. There you go. Now can I do it with this side? How about that? I can do it with this side. See if I can just do this. Yes, I can. That's great. That is great. That works. Boom. There we go. We're all set now, right? You see it? Okay, let's see. I'm going to put a ramp here. And I'm going to put a ramp here. That'll work. Oh, yes, that's working great. Okay, so let's, now that we've got this path up, and that's, you know, the most important thing, let me bring this out to here. I don't know if I'm going to keep the Australian wood. Probably not. Probably not. In fact, let's go ahead. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. We will, you know, we were going to use anything. I was going to use something else anyway. I might as well just make use of the something else from the beginning. Anyway, we're going to lay down barriers now. And of course, as always, what we're going to use is the null barrier. And rather than follow along the outside of the path, we're just going to take it right down the middle, like this. And I'm going to take this almost to the path. We're going to bring this along here and then over to this, like so. And I may construct a secondary viewing area here, you know, right there, but that's not going to be the concentration of it. It's that's not the right word. That's not where the primary viewing area is going to be for the habitat. Jesus, I hope that made sense. Let's bring this down, just adjust it a little. I need to find a place for the path entrance. With that in mind, let's go back to the cobblestones. And we'll bring that this way, and I think we're also going to bring it this way. Do I want to bring it that way? I don't know. Yes, I want to bring it that way. Because why the hell not? I'll have a path go along the back. along the border of the zoo. So anyway, I'm going to do one odd thing. I know I said that I was going right down the middle, but we're going to do this first. Bring this out to here, I think. Is that where I want to go? Yes. I'm going to bring this down like so. And then I'm going to put the entrance along here. So what we're going to do now, as usual, I'm about to give you the time lapse. This is a nice big habitat. It should be fine for the kangaroos. I do intend to lower a lot of the terrain just a touch, but not much. This is not going to be a big sunken pit. It's just going to be a low spot in the terrain. And I will see you when I'm done with the time lapse, right before we start decorating. Okay, guys? So I'll be back. See you in a minute. Okay guys, here's the finished habitat. I think this came out splendidly. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. I did have a couple of problems, minor ones, like with this mesh underneath the viewing area here. I'll fix that later off camera. It's not going to be a problem because this worked out just fine. I have no idea why that didn't. Anyway, we got lots of viewing areas. The guests are obviously digging it. I mean, look at all this. The kangaroos are happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. If I was going to add anything, it would probably be coolers. I'll do that off camera. This just came out great. I want to thank Simply Savannah for giving me the idea. She created something similar to this, and hers, I'll tell you, it was beautiful. Go check out her channel for it if you want. Mine worked out just the way I wanted it also. I love it when a plan comes together. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this this session. So thank you very much. I hope you liked what you saw. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you did like it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you've already liked 2 or 3 of my other videos. You know you like my comment. You might as well subscribe. And guys, I will see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.